OpenAI just dropped 2 months for free of Codex. Anthropic is increasing their limits for Claude Code. There is a war going on right now, and that war is happening in AI, and that war is in between OpenAI and Anthropic. And let's go, champ. Let me show you this, because the main thing that we want to start with, this is where we see what's kind of going on out there, just to kind of get a little overview at a high level of what's happening. We're looking at Software Engineer Bench, SWEbench.com. We're looking at their leaderboard, and we're seeing what is the model that is being used the most right now in general. Right now we have Claude 4.5 Opus right there at the tippity top. We have Google Gemini, we have Minimax over here, and we also have coming up right here 4.6 Opus right above 5.2 Codex. So if we're looking at this benchmark right now, we are seeing that Claude is winning this fight so far. Now, this is not the only metric that we're going to use. We're gonna definitely go a little bit more. Let's do this right here. Let's go into Terminal Bench real quick. Now in Terminal Bench, it's definitely very interesting because it actually shows GPT 5.5 at the tippity top. We also have GPT 5.4 at the tippity top, with Gemini and Claude 4.6, Opus 4.6 coming up right here on the 4th place. So Terminal Bench, if we're just looking at Terminal Bench, we're just understanding that Codex is winning the fight. So what's really going on here, right? Now, let me show you a benchmark that is kind of hitting in the background, because when we're looking at Software Engineer Bench from this side, we're looking at what's verified. We're looking at the models that we can use today. When we're looking at Terminal Bench, we're looking at the models that we can use today. But what about the models that we cannot use today, that we don't have access to right now? That's why we go here to benchlm.ai, and we go to some of the certified things, the verified things that are happening in the background. And right now we can see that there's one taking all the way to the top. It's closed because it's not accessible to everybody, and that's Claude Mythos, 93.9% overall with a 1 million context window. Jeez Louise, somebody's coming up to destroy Opus and to destroy Codex, and it's coming from Anthropic. This is gonna be the new news of the news. All right, so I just wanted to show you this because this is important for what's going on and for what's about to happen in this industry, right? Let's take it a little bit more. I said Anthropic is raising Claude Code's usage limits. You know, they got this amazing deal with SpaceX. Now Elon is behind this. They got connected with Colossus, which is what Elon Musk put together to make sure that XAI is running at that capacity that it is. So that was an amazing thing that happened, because now it opens up the door for Anthropic to do what they're doing right now, increasing their limits for Claude Code. Right behind that, we got our man Sam Altman over here, making sure that he's not left behind with anything, and he opens up Codex for 2 months for free. Really, he says here, for the next 30 days, we're giving companies that want to try switching over 2 months of free Codex uses. So for the next 30 days, if you're a company and you're looking to use Codex, hey, you might be able to qualify for 2 months for free. Codex is good, man. Codex is good. Opus is good. Codex is good. Like, this is a war, right? It's really hard to tell now. So let me go ahead and show you this article, Codex versus Claude Code. The tool that uses 4 times more tokens wins most of the benchmarks. It's a really important thing to understand and to have in mind, okay? Now, we understand that right now what's happening is that Claude Code uses 4 times more of the tokens than Codex on identical tasks, okay? It also wins most benchmarks. So the single fact explains almost every trade-off between these tools. Throughness costs tokens, and tokens cost money, right? So what does that tell you right away? What that tells me right away is that Claude Code does perform better, but it does cost more, okay? And that is just at the current state, okay? Now, one of the things that I really love about Claude Code as well, as you can see right here, we're talking about context window at this point. And when it comes to context window, having a 1 million context token window, it's way more amazing than just having 200,000. It's such a bigger pillow to be able to really code through and through and have that agent really go as far as it can. Where when you have 200,000 tokens, that context window, you're gonna hit it a lot more quicker and you're gonna just have to restart conversations more and more often than not. Okay, now one of the things that we see here is that 135,000 a day, which is really pretty much telling us Claude Code that's what Claude Code is doing right now, and it's just more people using it, more people trusting in it. Okay, now we have we have software engineer benchmarks showing Codex versus Claude Code. We have terminal benchmark showing Codex really at the top, but we do have definitely 4 times more the token usage with Claude. The accuracy here is really what that's talking about when it comes to the benchmark itself. And the architectural shift that is happening is definitely fundamental, right? So take a look at this token usage. Using the Figma plugin specifically, Claude takes 6,232 tokens to do the same thing that Codex did with using 1,499 tokens. For a scheduler app, 235,000 tokens that Claude used versus 73,000 tokens that Codex used. Okay, it is definitely becoming very clear that the token usage from Claude it's heavy, but it's definitely efficient. It's way more efficient. Okay, now comparison over here, raw speed, they're pretty much both pretty fast. They're both pretty autonomous. I would say that one of the things that Claude does shine more, it's on managing and architecting in general, especially when it comes to like having to deal with different agents. Especially, you know, obviously that 1 million token context window helps you out on that. So you can tell it right here. Claude Code, agent team, best for agent team orchestration, complex refactoring, enterprise code bases. So if you have a big code base that needs to be analyzed, that's definitely the one. And then niche languages. Okay, now Codex, fast, best for rapid prototyping. So if you want to come up with something quick, you got it right there. They have a good cloud execution sandbox. They're best for autonomous tasks, and they're definitely cost conscious teams. So, you know, definitely some of the best of both worlds on each, and they're really shining in different places, which is kind of already giving you the idea of where I'm gonna be coming from at the end here. So we have GitHub and Marketplace, all the commits that are happening nowadays. We have the sub agent architecture, which is very important. I will definitely link this down below so that way you can really go through this article yourself and you can really understand what's happening here. We understand the usage limits and the pricing and what's going on nowadays. I mean, it's very important to understand that you will spend more money with Claude, but you will get more done in a better and more efficient way. Okay, so if you're looking to do something rapid, something quick, something that you want to come up with, Codex. If you're looking for something that's going to be on the long term, now again, that doesn't really declare a winner per se. Okay, so if we scroll down a little more, again, very important, where Codex wins: greenfield projects, long autonomous sessions, budget conscious teams, and terminal heavy workflows. Okay, definitely go through this on your own so you can have more details on it. But where does Claude win? Coordinated multi-agent refactoring. Super important. This is something that I do a lot. Massive code base navigation. If you have a big code base, or if the project is already getting big, this is definitely going to help out big time. Strict plan following. Super important. Custom automation via hooks. You know, that's something also that is going to help as well with the multi-agent refactoring. Now, this is where it comes down to hybrid workflows using both. There's no clear winner today. So what is the best of both worlds? Using both. That is really what you're going to end up doing. And that's what I'm doing today. You know, we use Codex for certain things and we use Claude Code for certain things. Okay, and that's really one of the things that you want to have in mind, and that will take me to the last article that I want to share with you here, part of the newstack.io. The real power is this: Cursor, Claude Code, and Codex are merging into one AI coding stack. Nobody planned. At the end of the day, merging these 3 tools together is really what's going to get you ahead of the pack. Okay, now this article talks about Cursor. I personally have used Cursor. I like it, it's okay, but it's at the end a fork of VS Code, and that's really what I use. I use VS Code, I use Claude Code, and I use Codex. And within all of these three tools, I get to do anything and everything that my mind imagines. And that's really what I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you that using both is really what's going to get you ahead. You gotta know and understand what it's better for one or the other to make sure that you know when to use them. But that's really going to help you. And if you use both of them within an environment as Cursor, as a VS Code, then you're gonna be even more ahead of the pack, because now you're not truly dependent on that one single tool, but you're counting on VS Code to bring those tools together and be able to develop things. So that's really what I wanted to tell you today. Today, there's not a clear winner, so stay tuned for more news. See you in the next one.